Hello everyone, welcome to the Thursday night stream. Tonight let's see, what happened last time? Ocelot's finger guns happened last time. And then, I don't know, I guess we'll find out in the mission briefing when we load up.
We'll launch a stealth nuclear warhead at JD.
I thought you couldn't control the nuke with GW.
We can't. We've taken over their guns and heavy weapons, but the WMDs are still under JD's control. That's where Rex comes in. I know where to find nukes they don't control. Vamp, how long until Rex is ready?
All that's left is the final check. We've identified JD's location through GW, and abandoned 20th century satellite orbit, disguised as debris.
A clever place to hide.
Satellite orbit.
With a stealth nuke, there's no need to worry about the Patriots intercepting it. By the time they realize what's happening, it'll all be over.
Once JD, the core AI is destroyed, GW's priority will rise to 1, and all the systems under JD's control will then be ours to command. Now go, prepare our haven.
Yes, boss. What the devil is this?
The video feed from the Mark II cuts off here.
Haven. Yeah. Drebin was saying something about that.
In the beginning, the Patriot system was controlled by 4 AIs, with JD at the top. One of those AIs was GW. The Patriots thought it had been destroyed, but Liquid was able to use it as cover to slip inside the system.
GW. Knew I heard that name before.
Yeah. GW was one of the Patriot Cell AIs. It was installed on Arsenal gear. Emma's worms should have put it permanently out of commission. But Liquid somehow recovered and repaired it. I'm guessing JD must be unable to recognize GW, even though it's inside the Patriot system. It's a blind spot. GW was written off as lost while it was still tied in. using it let Liquid interfere with the AI from the inside. He made contact under the guise of Big Boss's genetic code. Even the AI threat detection system was fooled.
Even on the network. Free from oversight by the Patriots' AIs.
It all makes sense now. That's why they made Arsenal go berserk 5 years ago. GW was on board.
Where is this haven? Where is their base?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is using the position of the Mark II's last transmission to predict the course of Liquid's ship. It's only a matter of time before we find him.
But that's not all Liquid said. Something about Rex being ready.
Rex. You mean Shadow Moses? It's Campbell.
The U.S. military systems are all in Liquid's hands now. The regional systems have all been shut down. Guns are falling silent across the Earth. It's the first total ceasefire in human history.
How's the White House responding? The public.
The president has yet to make an official announcement. But the media is starting to pick up on it.
The information's gonna be controlled anyway.
Not this time. The war economy is ground to a complete halt. It's tough to play down a crisis of these proportions. War economy-related stocks are already going into a free fall.
They must be shitting themselves at the White House right about now.
In any case, America had better sleep soundly while she still can. Liquid's insurrection is about to begin. The first thing he'll do is try to destroy the system that Patriots built to control the U.S.
He's already taken the system.
No. Supreme authority still resides with JD, which the Patriots still command. Which is why Liquid plans to launch a nuclear strike on JD in its orbit.
But Liquid only controls SOP, and SOP only controls guns and small firearms. Unless he gains supreme authority, Liquid can't use America's nukes and ballistic missiles. So how's he gonna launch this strike?
Good question. The U.S. converted its nuclear arsenal to reliable replacement warheads 2 years ago.
RRWs.
Yes. The core of the RRWs is now completely ID controlled by the SOP system. You'd need supreme authority from JD itself to control them, and they can be shut down remotely in case of an emergency.
All the old nukes were pulled out of service when they deployed the replacements.
If Liquid can't use the nukes, then... then what's his plan?
That's it. He's going to use Rex.
What?
Rex was scrapped before the Sons of the Patriot system was implemented.
Of course. The railgun.
Indeed. Rex's railgun can launch a stealth nuclear warhead into space unconstrained by the system. In short, it's the only device they have that is able to launch a nuke. Liquid's going to use it to kill JD and deliver the coup de grace to the Patriots' reign.
Campbell, where's Rex now?
I think you know. A long-forgotten base in U.S. territory outside the Patriots' control. The place where Liquid made his debut. His monument. Off the Alaskan coast, in the Fox Archipelago.
Shadow Moses Island.
If Liquid destroys JD, and his GW assumes total control over the system, he'll have the world at his fingertips. And no one will be able to stop him. Not even the Patriots. You are the only ones who can save us now. Snake, I'm counting on you. Defeat Liquid and put an end to his insurrection.
Enough is enough, Snake. You can't take any more of this.
I'm not dead yet.
That's not what I mean. You can't beat Liquid. He's got the Patriots' own control system on his side. Not only are weapons useless, but the US military is in shambles. And even if it weren't, Liquid's got enough men and machines to match it. Things can't get any worse. Face it, Snake. We've lost.
Otacon.
We never stood a chance.
It's not about winning or losing. No. We started this. And it's our duty to finish it. Sonny.
No! Jack can't go. He's not ready yet. He needs to rest.
Let me go, Sonny.
No. Your dialysis isn't done yet.
Snake. He's not ready yet.
Snake. I'll be fine. From now on, I'm living my life by my own will.
Raiden.
I won't live a proxy life. A slave to someone else's will.
I'm a shadow. One that no light will shine on. As long as you follow me, you'll never see the day.
You and I are both just pawns in this proxy war. But once this is over, we will have our freedom.
Raiden.
I'll release you. It's the only way I'll ever be free.
Raiden. 5 years ago. That's not what I meant.
I've got nothing to lose.
Don't be an idiot. You know you've got someone to protect.
It was never going to work out for me. It even rained the day I was born.
You've got it all wrong. You were the lightning in that rain. You can still shine through the darkness.
The lightning.
Raiden. Look at me. Do you see this? I have no future. In a few months, I'm going to be a weapon of mass destruction. You have a family.
I have no family. I have nothing. I have always been alone. Always.
Raiden.
Don't leave me here. Alone.
This is my fight. My destiny.
Dr. Emmerich?
Mei Ling.
I got the results back. It's official. He's on Shadow Moses Island. We lost Metal Gear Mark II's signal along the way, but the ship was headed in the direction of Shadow Moses. This is a picture of the island taken by a civilian imagery satellite. The sea line is rising due to global warming. Have you heard that the entire Fox archipelago is about to slip into the ocean? The surrounding islands have already been evacuated.
Liquid's arrival there can only mean one thing.
He is going to use Rex.
That's how it looks from here. All the Metal Gears after Rex were embedded with system IDs.
Then what about Rex? What did Washington do with it?
The nuclear disposal facility on Shadow Moses hasn't been touched since the incident.
That was 9 years ago.
The president of ArmsTech and the DARPA chief were killed, and the Secretary of Defense was arrested. By the time the Shadow Moses incident was over, there wasn't a single person left there who knew what took place. It was as if nothing had ever happened. The data was either falsified or erased, so no traces would be left behind. We were exiled to desk jobs for the same reason. Rex and the nuke should still be where they were 9 years ago. Untouched.
A forsaken island. A haven.
Well, I'd say it's more like a forgotten island. And it's sinking too.
I thought I'd never go back.
It'll take me a while to get there, but I'll be backing you up from aboard the Missouri. She's the only ship in the fleet still able to move, since it was decommissioned before the system was put in place. And Hawaii's not that far away. Otacon, you're not wearing your glasses anymore.
Yeah, I switched to contacts.
We rendezvous at Shadow Moses. He who submits to heaven shall live. He who defies heaven shall perish.
I have to atone for my past, too. Rex is a beast, born from my research. Let's go. Shadow Moses awaits.
So, Shadow Moses will be going back there. That'll be interesting to revisit. So, for those of you who don't know, which I think all of you know, Shadow Moses is where the first game took place. It was in Alaska, and Snake was chosen partly because he happened to be in Alaska raising dogs. Well, racing dogs. Hello everyone, and welcome to my stream of Metal Gear Solid 1. So we just got past those guys at the, we just got past the hardest, what was really the hardest room in the game in there, and now we're kind of in this area. So this place is kind of interesting. You know, we still got to get into the main facility. We got to watch out because we can leave footprints in the snow. Now we got to stay out of their cones of vision.
Whose footprints are these?
As you can see, he just noticed my footprints there. And our objective is to get into that building, but, you know, ideally, we'd want to get, you know, we probably should look around a little bit for items, because we'll need them, you know. Oh, there's nothing in here. I thought there'd be something. Oh, well, I must have remembered wrong. Maybe it's in here. Yeah, there it is. No, oh yeah, security cameras. If those guys, they can't shoot at you or anything, but if those see you, then you're gonna be in trouble. Because guards are gonna come after you. Oop. Yeah, came close there. I don't think there's, yeah. And let's see. So again, we need to get in the building. There's a guard sleeping right there. What did we just picked up a stun grenade though. So we might be able to just throw that and knock him out. But there's also... I forgot there's also a camera. I don't think it's possible for us to get in with the camera there. Could be wrong. Kind of want to try it out. I've never really tried this way. So this will be fun. Well, that was weird. I don't know. I guess they must have... I didn't realize that would immediately trigger an alert. Oops.
Everything all right, Snake?
I was having that dream again.
We're here. Shadow Moses.
So now we have we have Metal Gear Solid 1 Snake's face camo. So it's shaped to resemble the polygon model of Snake from Metal Gear Solid 1. You know what? I'm just gonna make a separate save so that I have a save of Metal Gear Solid 1 in Metal Gear Solid 4.
Snake, are you all right?
Yeah, I just slipped a little. Have to hurry. Not much time left.
Meet the Mark III. It's our last replacement, so try not to break it.
Who, me? Never.
One more thing. I don't see anybody around, but there are unmanned sentries patrolling the area. Be careful out there.
So,
The heliport is to the west of there. Head west and find that heliport.
we just start out in a blizzard here. Wait, what just happened? Okay, that was weird. That wasn't supposed to happen. But anyway, so Snake's model now will have this scar on it from when he had his half his face burned off, and I just thought that was a nice touch. There's a bunch of items around here, so I think I'll just go for those. And in the meantime, you guys need to vote on what face camo you want me to wear. You want me to wear? I'll put the post. I'll put the stuff in the. I'll just create a poll. All right. Yep. You know what? If we're gonna do young, I'd rather be young with bandana. That's just my personal preference. I'm not going to make Laughing Beauty a choice. Actually, I'll make Laughing Beauty a choice because we only did it very briefly last time. And then Campbell. I won't make Otacon a choice because we were Otacon most of that time. Then Raiden, and then like we'll choose A or B if Raiden wins. I think that's all of them. Yeah. So that probably messed up my chat. Let me go back to my chat. No, I don't want to vote for none. I don't really want to vote on my own thing. Oh, I didn't add MGS1? Okay, let me... Yeah, let me restart this. There we go. And then I will show off the MGS1 Snake and Campbell face camo, so people can help. That can help people decide. Here's Raiden. I think I showed off Raiden. And here's MGS1. Yep. I'm gonna go with none until you guys decide. Everyone voted for MGS1. I mean, there is a young Snake as well, but I put that in there, so... and then for this storm, no, not binoculars, night vision mode, so that I can see in this blizzard. Something up here. See if I can take a look at it. Oh, hello. Just some gecko, you know, patrolling the area. Nothing scary or anything. Looks like everyone wants to do MGS1 Snake, so I guess we'll be going with that. So, I know I'm not really saying much, but this section is just kind of terrifying because there's just kind of a gecko right there. I've never been good at sneaking through this section of the game. Like, not this specific area, but just in general, this section of the game is very difficult for me. It's because the robots work a little bit differently from people. That said, they can't hear, I'm pretty sure. So that's to my benefit. Most of the time you can just run standing straight up. The only difference is your camo index. Oh, this music. Don't really need the night vision here. Ah. I'm just gonna mute.
ID. What's a Russian gunship doing here?
Wow, you must be crazy to fly Hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
A surveillance camera.
It looks like the front hangar door is open. A little bit, at least. You can get in that way if you want.
Overhead view. Just like old times. Now you're talking. Overhead view. That's more like it.
Alright, so this area is filled with secrets. And yes, I did mute my microphone. But that was completely intentional, actually. Because in this case, you know, while that music was going on and there was all kinds of nostalgia, I just really didn't want to take away from that. But yeah, so there's lots of little secrets in this area like that. I don't really know. I really thought I was gonna be able to get there from there. The reason I got this, yeah, just like old times. He just kind of explained it. That's his old gun. You may have noticed it wasn't actually SOP controlled either. I didn't have to unlock it. If you find guns here, they're unlocked because these guns are not part of the system. The implication is that this is the same gun that he used. Not only is it the same kind of gun, it's the same gun. You even get it in the same place. Although it was underneath the truck instead of inside it. This area actually existed in the original game too. I didn't notice it. I didn't realize it was. I don't think I ever went in there when I played the game. Oh yeah, I did. That's where you get the. That's where you get the sniper rifle. I think. I could be wrong. I was really trying to get that ration, but I don't really care. Now I could go in the front door, but as you can see, there are kind of a million little dwarf gecko in there. all pointing their lasers at the front entrance. So I don't actually want to go in that way. And that's not the way you would go in the original game either. There were two ways to go in the first game. One was the way that I showed off, which would be, well, I mean, it'd be right here, but where's the door? Oh, no, it wouldn't be, there's no door. It would be right here, which is how I went in earlier. Oh my god. It actually kind of looked pixelated for a second there, I thought, but oh well. Anyway, that's where we went in just now. But that's not where we went in my my playthrough of the original game. Oh, you know what? I never did actually end that poll. There we go. Let's fix my chat. There we go. And the other way to go in was a lot easier, because I have no idea how you're supposed to get past the guard and the camera on the other entrance. The other way to go in was up here. Crawl space. I might have just been looking at it. It's kind of hard to tell. Kind of hard to see. But there's a crawl space up here somewhere. Although I think the other way actually has... Oh, never mind.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about this.
Master Miller. There we go. Don't want that light on. No suppressor for this yet. Just like in the original game, there was no suppressor for it. So we're basically playing, you know, this game has been remade once before as Twin Snakes. And now it's just, you know, not exactly been remade. But it kind of in a way has in this game. It's just, it's different. It's not like playing the same game again, for sure. The systems are all different, and the level design is very similar, but it's, you know, because of the different setup for who's in this base, it's different. Oh, iPod music. Warhead storage from Metal Gear Solid. Well, that's actually not this room. This room is the tank hangar, right? Fun fact. These Dwarf Gecko, the way they work mechanically is exactly the same way as the cameras and the guards from Metal Gear Solid 1. And you can see where they're looking because of their lasers. You can't see where they're looking normally. Or rather, you can't see where they're looking via a radar because the radar works differently in this game. So they made it so you can see where these guys can see because they see using lasers. Some people have a very hard time understanding how they're supposed to sneak through this area. But that's how it works. These guys can't hear either. So you can just run at full speed and they'll never notice you from that. Ah! I say that, but something must have happened that let them know. Uh-oh. I was actually just trying to shoot using the square button because this is getting me so nostalgic for Metal Gear Solid 1. And just like in Metal Gear Solid 1, I'm horrible at this section of the game. and bullets are almost totally ineffective, just like they were in Metal Gear Solid 1. That's not true. I'm just using a really bad gun. This gun is just as bad as it was in the first game. Oh, but I did get the suppressor for it just now. But it does have a limited number of uses. There we go. But I really don't need it right now, so I don't really know why I equipped it. Oh yeah, the only way to take off the suppressor, too, is... Oh, that's really annoying. Okay. Time for some shotgunning. Ah. And I was gonna say noodles, but I don't actually have any. But rations. There are plenty of rations in this area. I want you using those rations like in the first game. This is terrifying. They're not following me, so... Oh, the suppressor's in the same spot? Wow. Whew. Well, luckily they don't follow me out of that section. They seem to just stick to the section they were in. But I have to be careful here, because remember, there was something here the first game to surprise you.
Snake, be careful. There are Claymore mines around there. Who are you? One of your fans.
I guess no Claymore mines this time, but wow. Just a couple of inactive, you know, gecko. No big deal or anything. Let's just crawl through this area. Seems like a good idea. Or better yet. Ah, there we go. Roll. Oh. What's this?
Snake.
Uh-oh.
Ah! It's alive! Look out! Run, Snake!
Zone of the Enders. Flowing Destiny. Well, I thought it caught me, but apparently it didn't. I need to use a compress. Okay, so he didn't actually see me, but... You know what, I'm only going to be using this for a short time anyway. Most likely. I just want to use it for this section, pretty much. There are grenades, because of course there'd be grenades. There were grenades there in the first game. Not only were there grenades there in the first game, they were really important. Ration over here. Care a little bit more about that. I think there might be... Oh yeah, let's play MGS1 music. I meant to do that. I just... when I was gonna do that, something else started playing, so I was like, oh, okay. But you know what? We're in Warhead storage now. Oh yeah, here we go. This is the only MGS1 song we have right now. Did it play? Oh yeah. Unlike in MGS1, we can just take that shortcut. Oh.
I don't see any enemies around here. Okay, we'll go through the door all the way at the back.
Otacon, last time around we had a few complications and wound up going through the commander's office in the basement.
That's right. I remember now. But there's no need to go all the way down there this time, right? The back door takes us straight where we need to go.
Good point.
Okay then, let's get to the back door.
So, no need to go there. We just need to go to the back door. That's over there.
Otacon, the elevator's not working.
The panel lights are dead too. Looks like the power's out. Still, there's no need to take the elevator, is there? Hurry up and head to the gate at the north end of the building.
Aw. We can't go back to the commander room.
Huh? Snake, that door is locked.
How do I open it?
Security is shut down altogether. You can't release the lock without activating it. You'll have to log in somewhere. I've got it, Snake. My old office is close by. With the power on, you should be able to unlock the door from there. And if you check the facility records, we can find out Rex's status and who's been in and out. You remember where it is, Snake?
I'm not senile yet.
Just to be safe, I'm marking it on your map. You old geezer. Snake, the password is 48273. Think you can remember that?
I told you, I'm not senile. Yet.
Actually, I'm kind of curious if there's anything under here. Or if I can use that to teleport. Or not teleport. Fast travel.
Energy output is low, but it should be enough to power the elevator. Try the elevator and see if it's working.
So, I really wanted this to stay the sneaking suit. And I can't remember. Was this a different color? Did he wear anything like this? I think it was probably blue if he did. I think he wore all blue in the first game. So we do have to go back here anyway. Can't even go to basement 1 though.
Okay, first go down the central hallway. Don't worry, it's not electrified anymore.
Oh yeah, there's that control unit we blew up. Here's a rocket launcher. It's probably not what we used, but either way. We used a remote-controlled missile. Had to navigate it all the way through this. With poison gas in the way and everything. Lots of cameras to shoot it down. Speaking of, are there any enemies in here? Doesn't look like it. Can't go through these doors. Don't have the security clearance, I guess.
Everything looks exactly like I remember it. Except for that wall way in back, anyway. I still can't believe how much damage you caused in such a small space.
Ah, the switchboard. Nailed it with a remote-controlled missile to shut down the electric current in the floor. The guidance system in those things takes up so much space, it hardly leaves any room for explosives.
Didn't make much of a bang, huh?
Hardly. Switchboard's still intact.
You're right. The wiring past the switch circuits could still be live.
Wait a minute. I'm not gonna get shocked if I walk on this floor, am I?
No need to worry. As long as you don't turn the current back on.
That sounds ominous. Now I kinda wanna mess with it. No, I don't think there's anything I can do with it. Oh, call Otacon right here, okay.
Hey, Snake. Something I've been meaning to ask you. That canyon, isn't that where you demolished Raven's tank? How'd you do it, anyway?
How? Well, grenades.
That's it? You didn't use an anti-tank missile or something?
Didn't have one.
Your technique is kind of... how do I put this? Archaic when it comes to fighting tanks. Honestly, I don't think it'd work on today's main battle tanks.
Well, that's how I did it. What do you want me to say?
You know, I asked an active duty army officer once, if an infantryman had to take on a tank one-on-one, how should he do it?
And what was his answer?
Don't. He swore there's no way in hell a single infantryman could take down a tank by himself.
Huh. Interesting.
I always suspected there was a little something crazy about you, Snake. But hearing that story, now I know it. You're nuts. Single-handedly taking out a tank? That's crazy. You're insane.
Otacon, is this your idea of a compliment?
Yes. You're the toughest, craziest, most hardcore badass on the planet. You're the shit.
I was really trying to do a zoom in there, but I forgot the button. Oh well.
Hold on. I want to check security. completely forgot. Can you punch it in for me? It's a 5-digit number.
Let's see, was it is 14893.
Snake, I think maybe your memory... Don't worry. I'm sure I can remember it. Well, let's see. Oh! I jotted it down. See? No need to worry.
What? I knew the number. In fact, I remembered it just now.
Huh. This version is totally obsolete. It's gonna take a little work. This is the room where we first met, huh?
Yep.
It's not conjuring up any unpleasant memories, is it? I was being attacked by Frank Yeager.
Yeah, I remember.
If you hadn't shown up when you did, gives me the shivers just thinking about it. Snake, you saved my life.
Naomi hated them for what they did to Frank's body. But it was me that crippled him in the first place. She must have hated me too.
We shouldn't have been so trusting. I blame myself too. I helped develop Rex. That's why it was so easy for me to believe her feelings were genuine. But she was only using us to atone for her sins.
So what? What did she do to us?
You forgot already? She betrayed you. She stole your blood.
If that was all, it should have been over and done with in South America. Why'd she join us afterward?
Well,
She has us come rescue her, and then she turns around and goes straight back to Liquid. Why would she do that?
I don't know, Snake. But it looks like she's still with him.
What?
I just had a look at the security access logs. As I thought, there's people coming and going at frequent intervals. In fact, the record shows some recent activity. Look at this. It's an image taken a few hours ago by a surveillance camera up ahead.
Naomi.
And Vamp.
The Beauty and the Beast.
They've been through here. And from what we've gleaned from the security records, it can only mean one thing. They're headed for Rex's old underground hangar. I finished rebooting security and released the locks. The door on the first floor ought to open for you now.
Amazing. Almost makes me nostalgic for the days when you needed a key card for every door.
Yep. It's been 9 years. All you really have to do is reinterpret the old technology in terms of the new. Getting old isn't all that bad, you know. Let's get going, Snake.
I finished unlocking the door on the first floor. It should open now.
So there's some Easter eggs in this room, I think. Just like there were in the first game. There's no PlayStation, though. It's actually disappointing. I don't know where the PlayStation went. Somebody must have taken it with them. There's a Playboy, though. Some noodles. I don't know. It seems like there was one. I just don't... I mean, there's a Police Knots poster. That was there in the first game. And Zone of the Enders on top of a Police Knots poster.
I've been waiting for you, Snake. Who are you? Neither enemy nor friend.
Gray Fox. Colonel, that ninja is Gray Fox. Ridiculous. You yourself in Zanzibar lab.
Yes, he should have been killed, but he's still alive.
What?
They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
How long are you gonna stay in there? Huh? Are you one of them? No, I'm not. I always work alone. Alone? Are you in a top too? Come on, get out.
Oh.
Gecko! We've got Gecko!
Oh. But you know what? That's gonna have to be saved for about 10 minutes from now, because we've been going for over an hour now. I kind of like to break up my videos and also give a little bit of a break in my stream. So I'll be right back in just a bit with that. So see you in about like 10 or 15 minutes.